What up, it's Timmons here. With Vendetta out now, I'm doing my reviews for Paul Verhoeven's past films. So here's my review for his 1990 sci-fi film, which is, of course, Total Recall. Now, Total Recall, of course, is based on a novel by Philip K. Dick and premiered, and of course, the film premiered all the way back on June 1st, 1990. Now, of course, I believe this was actually his fault to Robocop, and of course, the '90s was a really intriguing year for Paul, by the way. But Total Recall, come on, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, who did such a great job here. Sharon Stone, you had who of course did another movie with Paul Verhoeven that I'm going to talk about in another video. But anyway, of course, you also had Ron was also in this. Michael Ironside. I mean, this movie was like probably one of the most oddest sci-fi movies of the '90s. Here you got Douglas Quaid, played by Arnold, who is like this bored construction worker in the year 2084, who dreams of like visiting the colonized Mars, and he also visits Recall, a company that plants false memories into people's brains in order to experience the thrill of Mars without having to travel there. And so, like, something ends up going wrong during the procedure, and Quaid discovers that his entire life is also actually a false memory, and that people also who implanted it into his head once they're dead and all. And of course, he goes on the run here. I mean, Arnold is so good in this. I mean, '80s and '90s Arnold was a dream. Whether it's, I mean, outside of Terminator, obviously, whether you talk about the Running Man, whether you talk about I don't know, maybe Kindergarten Cop or anything. I mean, Total Recall, by the way, got released literally in the same year as Kindergarten Cop. So talk about a cool turnaround with Arnold at the time. But anyway, the casting was intriguing. Of course, you had Rachel Ticotin, who plays Melina, who's like this Martian freedom fighter. Sharon Stone played Duncan's wife and a secret agent. Ronnie Cox plays the governor of a Mayan colony. Michael Ironside plays pretty much like the villain here. Uh, yeah, you had some crazy stuff that goes on to this in this movie. It is really cool. Definitely a really solid, nice sci-fi action movie. There is. I mean, '90s has some really cool sci-fi films, and Total Recall is definitely one of them. I mean, of course, it's a shame they never did an actual sequel, but we did get a remake in 2012, which, yeah, the RoboCop remake was decent, but the Total Recall remake, that's a different story. But that aside, the original is so iconic. I mean, we have seen like films based on Phil K. Dick's novels before. Obviously, Blade Runner is one of them, and Total Recall is on another head in there of its own right. Paul Verhoeven, I mean, he did such a great job here. It's also scripted by John Poe and Gary Gomer, who did a good job here. It's a very slick and superb action film. The special effects is really intriguing. Uh, some like I said, some really cool. I mean, if you guys have not really seen the original Total Recall, not sure we can find it nowadays. Let's see. You can actually find it on Netflix. You can find it on Vudu, Prime Video, Apple TV. Give it a watch. It's such a really fun one. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen 1990's Total Recall? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification. This is Simmy Saga.